Yes, we are live now. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another special disruptive education live session with Global Education and Training Institute. I'm your host, Sudhir Kumar, today. And today we have our guest speaker from the capital city of Madhya Pradesh, which is Gwalior. He is the founder director of LSTM Public Higher Secondary School. He believes to develop the skill in students which enable them to lead internationally in the modern world with integrated values in personality. After completing the schooling from LSTM school, scholars enriched with the qualities like passion, patience, creativity, flexibility, and dedication. This pandemic situation has shifted us ahead almost 2 years in last 2 months in terms of moving on to the online education. So what will happen in next few years and what all skill set we need to face up with current situation. So today's topic is education of future, and let's welcome the founder director of LSTM Public Higher Secondary School, Mr. Gagan Gupta, on board. Please join our hands together. Good
Okay.
evening, sir. Most
Good
welcome on our
evening.
platform.
Okay. Good evening. Thank you, Sudhirji. Very warm good evening to one and all the team members of Global Education and Training Institute, and all the people connected with this event, online or offline. First of all, I thank to the authorities and the members of GATE for the organize this event to share the views of people on this wonderful event around the world. Let me introduce myself Gagan Gupta from LSTM Public Higher Secondary School, Gwalior, as Mr. Sudhir just now told this. I have a topic to discuss today, that is future of education after this lockdown. Before the lockdown, we are running the school as a traditional way. Means when we talk about the online or the digital classes, it takes a value addition. Means it takes a value addition for the schools and just for the sake of impress the parents. But all of a sudden, in the month of March, when the exams are going on to all the schools, and we were busy to start the new session, suddenly the lockdown started. All of a sudden, a new questions flashed in the mind of all the educationists in charges of schools and colleges. Principals, teachers just start thinking what to do, what will happen, means how we'll manage the classes, how we'll start the new session. We have started a reimaging the classes virtually, then we have re, virtually we have rearranged the classes thanks for the development of IT, availability of internet. Due to this, we could manage the class of students, and now the time is to think how to implement it after the lockdown. Means till now we are running at a very small thing. Means the lot of people, most of the students are not yet joined, they are having some issues, problems and all. But so now the time is to think how to implement it after the lockdown, to get the advantage of this revolution we tasted due to this COVID-19 over the traditional education. Means whatever the technology was there, it was there earlier also, but we are not habitual. So we have this COVID-19, if we see the positive side of the disaster actually, so we got the opportunity to learn the revolution very fast over the with our traditional education. Now for future of education, we have to ensure that infrastructure which is required for they should be available for all the class group citizens, means all the class group citizens of the society, to enable them to utilize the benefits of online education. If we talk about financially weak people, rural areas, remote locations, people don't have a proper connectivity of internet, smartphones, laptops, computers, or somewhere, there is still we have a problem of electricity. So or the online data which is required, that is out of their reach. So even though in my opinion, it's not a replacement of traditional education. When where the student to learn in group, like what we do in the traditional education, the people, students gather in a group like prayer, physical education, sports, wrestling, kho, kabaddi, public speaking, and lot more things. The group discussion, storytelling, meditation, yoga, etc. Means a lot of things we are doing. By doing this, all the activities, student get the eternal energy. Means he boost up from inside. They learn the social and the psychological behavior of each other. They learn the skill of public dealing, leadership skills, etc. Means whatever we are teaching till now, so this cannot be escaped. It can be the part of this, the online education. Students of those comes to school have a different behavior. Means the students those are coming to the schools are having the different background, different behavior. Some has confusion, some has hesitation, some are the shy students. And the same, when the parents send them to the school, they have the, they have prepared in mind. Means their child will develop in all the fields, in all the areas. And the same time, the student's mind is prepared that they are coming to school to learn, and the teacher ensures that they can inculcate the hidden traits of students in all fields of life. I talk about LSTM Public Higher Secondary School. Our main aim is to develop ancient moral ancient moral values along with the new technologies in the students. While education, it is ensured that student should learn the life skills, leadership, entrepreneurship, and the readily utilize the combination of new and the old technologies without accept their slavery. As per the WHO official recently, a coronavirus is the new reality, and it's believed that the world will have to learn to live with the corona in the mindset. And the recent warn of the WHO that the virus may become just another endemic virus for the communities, and this virus may never go away. WHO emergencies experts Mike Ryan told on online briefing, I think it is important we are realistic, and we don't think anyone can predict when this disease will disappear. Means these are the briefings of WHO. The online is written. Now, ultimately, we have to open the schools. It's very necessary. So while reopening the schools, some precautions which I'm having in mind, they should be implemented along with the guidelines of government. First of all, maintaining the social distancing. It's there. Now, in the schools, the physical distancing should be ensured. When the students are coming to the inside the classrooms, inside the premises, they should be given the guidelines to maintain the proper distancing with each other. It should be observed and it should be ensured. Proper hand sanitization should be there. Means at every point, means from the gate, when they are entering the classrooms, coming out from there, going for the lunch, going for the drinking water and all, the proper sanitization system should be there. The thermal scanning, it should be made compulsory while they are coming to the school. School can be run in different time zones. Means if you are running a school in a single shift, and there is, suppose there is classes up to 12 class to 3 and 3 classes can be called. in the different time zones. Time can be reduced, and this classes should only for the offline contents, whatever it is needed. I'm just explain these all the things later on in this briefing. Now the second is next is separate entry and the exit. It should be ensured. Means while the students coming, they should come from one way, and when they are moving out, they should move from the different way. So it should be ensured by the school. It should have a different entry and exit point. And while the students are inside, no visitors, no other people should be allowed to come in the schools or near the classroom areas. Everything should be washed or everything in a proper way. Alternate and online classes, alternate online and offline classes. It should be planned and it should be a part of a regular or weekly schedule. Means the which day the student will join the online classes, and their offline classes means the traditional classes. Because traditional classes, it is required. Without this, the schooling is, for the students, it just became a dream. So it should be ensured that we have to run both the classes, and we have to manage the time. Presently, we are running the school for around 220 days. So thus it can be divided or it can be scheduled. Okay, how much time it will run in the online and how much time it will run the offline. Wearing the masks shall be compulsory for all in the school premises. All the staff members, visitors, teachers, and the other malis and all the peoples should be ensured that it is compulsory. You are coming to school, you have to wear the mask and follow the guidelines, and the proper sanitation you have to maintain. The next point which comes in my mind is immunity enhancement by food, yoga, to be an integral part of education. On every point, means in the teaching, it should be a part of teaching, that we have to just give in emphasis. We have to focus it on that the immunity should be enhanced by the food. Junk food should not be allowed at all now. And the yoga meditation should became an integral part. Ability of nursing staff, and for any emergencies, school should manage to a nursing staff, and for the emergency they should have a separate rooms, or somewhere they can the medical room for quarantine. If it is required for some time, then later on they can be passed to the immediately to the doctors. Now the next point is sports that required touching or pushing. Means touching or pushing should not be allowed in the schools. The sports means which require the people are playing something, so they are touching each and everyone. This should not be allowed. Pushing should not be allowed. Means sports should be redefined, and only those sports should be allowed in the school premises. They should not require this touching and the pushing. The next point is regular guidelines on preventive measures. Means we have to we do the assembly in the morning, so it should be a part of assembly itself, a sort of assembly itself. Preventive measures, whatever the preventive measures, what are the latest guidelines from the government, and what are the latest happenings, what are the things are there, they should be regularly guided to the students and the parents also, for the betterment of the society or the school children's. Now future of education, I'll talk something about the future of education in schools, how it would be after all this, the measuring, maintaining this precautions and all. Life should go on. We cannot stop the schools, we cannot stop this, students will not come to school. And as all the means, it's WHO also declared that we have to live with the coronavirus, and we have to live with the precautions. So life should go on. We should take this pandemic as an opportunity. During these days, we all learned a lot of online services very quickly. A school can take the services of teachers' expertise from any part of the world and provide the quality education with the universal expose to the students. It's really a great opportunity nowadays. Means school can hire the pupils around the world, and the students can get the exposure from the different means as per their means requirement, what they need to learn, what the teachers have teach better. So school can have an opportunity, and the same time students is also having this opportunity to get the exposure. So we should look this thing in the positive way. Okay, it's there, a pandemic means it was there, the circumstances was there, but we should look for the positive part, what's later on it will go off. Student can read and view the new lessons anytime, anywhere. Means now in this digital world, it's not necessary कि you have the particular time you have to be in the class. If you are not in the class, or you are not in the place where should be, you can use the digital devices and you can learn something, you can get the knowledge. Or if they miss something, or suppose the student missed some classes, they can clear their doubts later on. Means it, when we are delivering the lectures, it is stored somewhere, you can request the teacher, so you can search it for, and you can get the contents. So this is the positive part of this digital exposure, which we are planning to that it will happen in the coming future. That the future came fast, we reached in the future very quickly due to this pandemic. So this is the positive part of aspects of this thing. Now teachers should be more responsible towards the society. Although we cannot deny that teacher is very, you know, a responsible person, they are the future shapers, we can say. Now the responsibility after this pandemic of this COVID-19, the responsibility of the teachers is increased towards the society. They will have to, they will be having a big horizon now. Earlier it was limited that you are coming to the school, you are teaching some students like 30, 40, 50 students. Now they are, when they are delivering the message, delivering the lectures, their horizon are boosted now. Student seats can be increased during this online classes. Now it won't be compulsory that only the 30, 40 or 45 students will sit in a class. It can be, their lecture can be viewed and evaluated also. Not only the same class, students are learning, that means listening, that's whoever is available digitally, means on the devices online available, can evaluate the teacher also. So it's an opportunity for the students and the teachers also, and they should learn. The teacher should be always ready to learn the new skills. They cannot be like, whatever I have learned now I have perfect and I'm ready to teach. They have to update themselves, then only they can be a good teacher, then only they will able to explain the things most in the proper way. They also need to update their on, means that means they have to need to update on the regular basis. Now, since the online education will become an unavoidable part of education, we can't avoid, we can't say, okay, we will go for the digital education or the online education. It is unavoidable, or it is, we have to accept it. This have some lot of, most of the things are good things, so we have to accept. Being the educationist, it will be the responsibility of all of us. Means we people are running the schools, teachers are involved, principals are involved. So it's our responsibility to provide the physical education in the schools whenever it is offline. Physical education, yoga, meditation, sports, and teach the students to associate with nature. I repeat, teach the student to associate with nature in, in the school during the offline classes. Now, I'm talking about the two parts of education. One is offline and another is a online. This is a means of the this will be the framework of education. We have to work in the two fields, online and offline. So we have to define the things. When we are teaching the offline, we have to ensure this attachment of the students with the nature, and this as I told just now, the physical education, yoga, meditation, pranayam, this all should be taught in the classes. This is all required to boosting up the immunity and maintaining the good health of the student. As we see in the ancient time, we have the good health, hygiene, and means the people can survive in any sort of circumstances. So it should be for boosting this, the immunity, this all the things are required in the school. More emphasis should be given on the skillful education. Now, the time is to give the more emphasis on the skillful education instead of a job-oriented education. Means as soon as the students are coming, and after the 6, 7, or 10 years, they should know, means in they should know their interest, they should know their taste, in which field they are better. The same thing should uh, understand by the teachers and educationists and the principals and all. So means I need to clarify that students' mind should be prepared, that they have to learn multi skills and have to become self-dependent, not a job seeker. It is the responsibility, it is the duties of the teachers and the educationists and the schools also. For every child, they teach them the multi skills so that they can become the independent, not just a job seeker. They should not have a in their mind, whenever I'll grow up, I'll looking for this job. If this job is not get, they get frustrated. That's not. They should learn, they should taught the multi skills. They should have the lot of things in mind. Opportunity should seek them, not they should seek. I'm capable of doing this only. If I'll get this job, that's okay. Otherwise, it's not good for me. So the opportunity should, the education should be like that. Opportunity should seek the persons. Parents should also ensure that schools should have such facilities. It's also duty of the parents also. Now, again, further, we see that the gadgets and the internets will be the main learning tool. In the coming future, as we familiar with presently of this pandemic and this COVID-19, due to this COVID-19, the gadgets and the internet, it's playing a very important role. The main learning tool for the students to reduce the harmfulness of these. Some restrictions should be implemented. Means these all, if you are using the gadgets, means for a longer time, or using the internet, they are having some harmfulness. They are having some things, they are not good for their health, and so we should prepare some restrictions, and so that the students will be away for this harmfulness of the gadgets. We have to create some barriers. Means this only the things you can watch automatically should be viewed. It should be implemented by the, or linked to the schools and the parents also. When they are clicking on somewhere, it should be noticed by their parents or the schools also. So it should not be misused. Gadgets should not be misused. It should be for the betterment of the schools, betterment for the students. So it should be for that purpose only. One more thing I want to add. Recently, our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, also shown us the vision to become self-dependent, Atmanirbhar. To fulfill this vision, school, teachers, educationists, principals, professionals, educational professionals will have to play a very important role. We have to understand the habits, hobbies of students and visualize their future and enhance the skills to make them self-dependent. It was the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. Now, means we have to work on the of foundation to teach each and every student. If we are building a nation, or suppose we are building a house, so each and every brick is important. So it should be a responsibility of educationists, teachers, principals, schools. They should focus on all the students equally. First of all, to making their foundation, they have to understand them, what they want, what their hobbies, what their habits, and according to that, they should provide them the education. Because the student is coming to learn. When he comes, simply he says, I am coming to learn. I'm coming to school to learn. Now, whose responsibility is this? What to teach them? It's the responsibility of the schools and the teachers and the principals and the in charges. They should understand. So how it will be happen? How the foundation can be built up strong? We have to work to improve their thoughts. We have to start from that. Means from the thought itself. We have to improve the thoughts, visualization, and provide them the knowledge to implement for implementation by using both the methodologies. Again, I have saying that both the methodology means only the gadgets and the internet is not the sufficient for the coming future, for the coming education. Our ancient values, which LSTM always focus on that. Ancient values can be clubbed with our new technologies. So I'm talking about both the methodologies. Now coming, I'll just brief of this concluded. In my opinion, the future of education will different from the traditional education. Now it would be a combination of both, that is online and offline. And in the coming future, it would be adopted. The new technologies also like artificial intelligence, robotics, augmented reality, and so on and so on. So we should be ready to grab these challenges. We should catch how the best can be utilized, how the best can be for the students. So we have to grab these challenges and look forward for positive and improved results. Teachers, school in charges should be more innovative so that they can enrich the lives of students again with the moral lessons, ethics, yoga, meditation, emotional values. It's a very important part. If you are just using the gadgets, no, you will lose the emotion. So human values, it's life skills during the traditional class time. During the traditional classes time slot means whenever you are, again I just brief summarizing it, there is a two part of the education, online and offline. So we have to club both the things, and during the offline classes we have to include this. We can make the best use of machine, but we should not be machine. This is all from my side. Thank you very much. Yes, Sudeep.
Thank you so much, sir, for such wonderful session. And these are some quite interesting points which we need to keep in mind. And I think the school authorities and the teachers who are listening to it will focus and will implement these points in their, once the operation gets started. One question from our
Yeah.
viewer is, which came is that should new internet media to be used in future educational purposes? Because now we have a huge paradigm shift. So she is asking that what kind of new mediums should be introduced in the school system so that one can use it more effectively.
Yeah, this is it will be the online means this artificial intelligence. We can use that. And the robotics is coming future. We are and the robotics in some country like Japan and all. These are already implemented there. One is technology, augmented technology is there. So that can be used to give them the exposure. Means my main focus is that we cannot leave our ancient values. We cannot leave the traditional values. That system should be there. If we leave the students, the freely as you go and use the technology, you are free to use, it not work out. So the main role of the teacher will be to educate them how to use, how to get best out of it. The means the gadgets and all. Yeah.
So, sir, my question is, it is my curiosity is that how well prepared are teachers exactly for the new change these days?
Yeah. See, as I told, no, the all of a sudden it happened, no. So we don't have in mind. So teachers learn so quickly, although they are teachers. So we all people, what we are planning for something, but happened something else. So immediately we have focused about the direction. Start thinking on that, how to implement. And again, this is a part of means we are giving an interview and you are discussing. This is a part of. It was not planned earlier, sudden. So this is the good thing for us, for Indians also. We can go in any direction, we can adopt the technology, we can learn a lot of things. So that things we have to we are confident that we will learn very soon, that the technology will be developed and we are ready to learn it and deliver it in the better way to the students for building the nation. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that means the change which we are expecting in upcoming 2 or 3 years, we have actually seen in 2 months,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
these two
definitely,
months,
very true. Yeah.
right? Because until and unless this thing would not have been come, so we were not very
Yeah, your
positive
voice is.
about these changes.
Yeah.
So now the teachers have adapted it. So still, I would ask you that being a principal or sorry, being the director, founder
Yeah.
director of the school, that how important is the role of teachers training, the grooming of the teachers on regular basis on different technological aspects and even different teaching pedagogical aspects. How important is it?
It's very important. Means without it, it's very difficult to deliver something, right? Because in the traditional teachers, they are capable of knowing the subject. They know the subjects, no doubt. But in the teachers training, how to deliver, how to understand the students, that should be taught, and how to convey. Now the teachers horizon is vast, so they have to, whenever they are delivering their speech, so they should be confident. So the teachers training is a very important, and every teachers who are coming to the teach to the school, he must take the training first, in my opinion.
True. So means you understand the value of the training and the
Yeah,
skill
yeah, very.
development of the teachers
Yes, yes,
in these
definitely.
days. So, sir, that's it from my end, and we had a very wonderful session with you. So, before we leave for this day, any message you want to convey to the fellow educationists?
Yeah, the message is that be positive and everything is fine. We are learned a lot, and it's a good thing that means due to this COVID, we have learned a lot of things. So it's nice, and we will grow together, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for being on this session with us, and thank you so much for sharing such wonderful thoughts with us. And so, stay safe, audience, and stay home. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Jai Hind.